Welcome to TaylorKitchen and welcome to my Kentucky Derby party. At least I'm going to give you a couple of appetizers for a Kentucky Derby party. I have the gear, and also I have a really good recipe on my channel for mint julep salmon, so check that out. I'll put the link to that below, but I'm going to give you a couple of very simple appetizers for your Kentucky Derby party. It's got to be Southern food, right? I was born in Kentucky, so I know what we're talking about. Now, pimento cheese is probably the most iconic, and honestly, I was never, ever a fan of pimento cheese until I made my own. And the difference in mine is that I don't use the actual pimentos that are kind of briny. I used a roasted red pepper, which gives it a smoky flavor, and I add smoked cheese to this. So this is a beautiful smoky pimento cheese. I think we need to call it something else, but pimento cheese spread, everybody knows what we're talking about. This is delicious, good on crackers, good on that crispy chicken sandwich with a brioche bun, if you know what I'm talking about. So I started here with eggs, and I perfectly hard-boiled these in my Ninja Foodie. It took 4 minutes, and they peeled like a dream. I mean, that never, ever, ever happens. But in my Ninja Foodie, it happens consistently. 4 minutes in the Ninja Foodie, immediately into an ice bath, and you have perfectly boiled eggs for these deviled eggs. So what I'm gonna do is, you know the drill, I'm gonna cut them in half and scoop out the yellow. If you have a favorite way to make deviled eggs, please leave a comment below. I wanna hear what you do to your deviled eggs. My grandmothers made the best deviled eggs. I think there was a bit of sugar in their deviled eggs. I'm not gonna add any sugar in my deviled eggs today. But so here's all the yolks. So put them in something. I actually had a deviled egg server and I gave it to my daughter, thinking that I would probably never use it again. And right now it would come in handy, but it's not too often that I use something like that. And she was always the one that made deviled eggs for family gatherings. So I gave it to her thinking she'll use it more than I did. She was always on deviled egg commission. Then to those yolks, I'm just going to add a half a cup of mayonnaise. And I like to use like an avocado or an olive oil mayo. And then I want just a wee pinch of salt and pepper. And at this point is when some people would add sugar. I'm not gonna add sugar to mine. And then I like them very well mixed and very creamy. So I'm going to use a beater. Plug this in and whip away until they're nice and creamy. That tastes really good already, and I didn't do anything yet. If you haven't yet, please take a moment to subscribe and turn on notifications to our YouTube channel at TaylorKitchen5226 and leave a comment. We love to hear from you. Also, sign up at our website, tk3d.com. When you sign on, when you log on to our website, there's a CAPTCHA there for you to put your name and your email address. We send out emails regularly, so you don't miss a thing. Sign up there. Right, you can see how perfectly creamy that mixture is. And then I'm going to do this 2 different ways. So half of this mixture I'm going to add to a bowl, and to the remaining mixture I'm going to add a little bit of miso paste. Miso is a fermented soy product that is salty and delicious and lends so much flavor to things. Now for 6 eggs, I would add a whole tablespoon, but this is, half of those 6 eggs essentially, which makes a dozen little cute deviled eggs. And that's all there is to this. And a lot of what the deviled eggs are about are kind of how you decorate them, if you will. So I'm going to put this mixture into a piping bag. I don't want to waste any of it. And then you just squirt it down to the bottom. Now, I do have a star tip that I could use on this, but I'm gonna keep it simple. I'm gonna cut a little tip off of here. And then you just start squeezing out the mixture. These are the miso deviled eggs. It's actually easier this way, I think. Oops, get air bubbles in there. For the rest of this mixture, I'm going to add a little bit of my pimento cheese. And give that a mix. Oh yeah, that's delicious. And then you don't have to use a piping bag. You can do a spoon if you want to. A lot of people just do that. I just like the ease of a piping bag. And you can buy like multi-packs of them, even at Walmart they have them. Or you can simply use a Ziploc bag. And it's much easier than actually using a spoon. Sweet, sweet, sweet. And the thing about deviled eggs is it's how you decorate them, right? So a little bit of bacon, I think, is appropriate on both the miso and the pimento cheese. They're just so cute. And then I have some chopped chives, and these are dehydrated. It's really easy to just keep in your fridge. They keep a long time. Kind of freeze dried. You actually find them in the vegetable section. But when you want to have a little flourish of chive on something, but you don't want to splurge and buy fresh chives that you don't think you'll use a lot of, keep these on hand. It's my tip for you. All right, there you go. These deviled eggs are so cute and so delicious. Oh, that's good. Check out these easy recipes. They're on tkfoodie.com.